in the future. Already, it was the San Francisco Shock falling at the hands of the London Spitfire, who are now sitting up top of the leaderboard at 5-0. Our next battle, we'll see if Seoul will join them at 5-0. And later tonight, we're going to see the face-off between our two LA squads as the Gladiators take on the LA Valiant. That's right, crowd's waking up. I'm waking up. It's time to get into our second match of the day, and we're going to do it right now. The Seoul Dynasty. This Seoul lineup is so absolutely stacked today. It's Bunny leading the squad. They come into the match 4-0 after beating Florida in the Boston Uprising last week.
And you know what? Despite their stellar performance, they told me that there were some games, perhaps weeks in which they were not satisfied with their performance. They want to double down on different strats, generally flexibility on maps, and also kind of adding on to the hero pools of the players.
And I hope that flexibility means that we get to see the microwave strat come out. We saw the Torbjorn out of London Spitfire. If you don't know what the microwave is, it's the Ana and Symmetra, nano boosting Symmetra and just cooking everybody. You know that ryujehong has a sick Ana. If we can just add Toby Symmetra to the pool.
We haven't actually seen Symmetra.
Exactly, it's the one remaining hero.
We've got 25 heroes in play so far in the Overwatch League. Will today be the day we see number 26? Sideshow, though, let's talk a little bit about this lineup. Today, we're seeing some fresh faces in this starting lineup here for Game 1.
We certainly are. We've got Zephyr, Bunny, Wiki. This isn't what you would normally think of as the starting roster.
Might have a Tracer Genji combo from them, and that will indicate to us straight off the bat that they're looking to get aggressive.
Yeah, and I think the star player for Shanghai up until this point has been Dia, so look to see him do some nice things on the DPS heroes.
Shusha uses a lot of the micro rockets onto Zephyr now trying to pick him up, and Dia's in the background getting damage done though in defensive style. But now we see an attempt once again for Roshan to get into the backline, but Dia was on his own. Roshan didn't even make the jump. He couldn't get up on the edge. And the body grenade definitely didn't help matters for the Shanghai Dragons, and that'll be another one done if I'm not mistaken now. It's going to be an out-of-base used by ryujehong, and Miro just found altering in the back line there. It's not going to be a great start. Wakid going to hold onto his tack visor for the time being. It's probably not required here now. Primal. Wakid's still trying to decide how he wants to come about this fight. This is a very important guy to be watching right now. Breaks, and this might be an opportunity for Shanghai to make a move. Wakid up on that high ground, and Roshan trying to for the Seoul Dynasty. And now they're going to be looking for more. Self-destruct on towards Freefield as well. He is now dropping down, and this is Seoul coming back in. They're breaking into the fight again. Set up here for the Dragons. McCree to start with here. So, again, you've got to respect Seoul's dive here. If Undead does get jumped, and we've seen Undead struggle a lot, you know, to deal with the dual threat of Barra and Tracer, but it's a triple DPS comp from Seoul.
Yeah, we've seen this from them, one of their previous games, a little bit of a different setup in terms of comps. So it'll be Toby as the solo support. ryujehong will be playing Barra here. So this is going to be very hard for Undead to deal with, right? Because he has to look up in the sky and respect the Barra, and then he's going to have just Genji and Tracer just diving right in his face.
ryujehong sits back now, uses the aggression from his tanks to just give a bit of space, and now it's easy damage. Roshan forced to jump back into his little bubble there, but the rest of his team's not being protected. Oh, ryujehong gets a bit of damage. Both removed from the map. No mercy here in both centers of the word count. In fact, he extends into Roshan, who picks him up. Both Winston's finding kills in this fight, though Shusho being brought back up. And ryujehong needs to respect this. Primary Age Winston, very, very difficult for a set away while the Dragon Blade was going nuts.
You know, all that emphasis on getting Wakid out of
to try and cut him out, but you can see a little bit of space to do a heck of a lot for a McCree. But ryujehong's there. Undead falls. That's another one. Let's go. Not a desperate Hail Mary with the mercy on the point. We're giving ourselves a game here, and I can't believe it.
They almost did it.
Today, and they demand respect from the Seoul Dynasty, and perhaps after that performance, they may have gotten it. ryujehong with some huge moments in him.
Play main tank, but it seems like they've, at least through the first two games, settled on keeping Roshan in.
Yeah, well, I think it was Shusho and MG playing together. All right, so we are going to have Bunny on the Widow.
Break the shield from Miro. Now the dive comes in on top.
Miro can't do much to help the rest of his team, and in fact, he's swamped immediately by all these Shanghai Dragons players. First casualty of the fight, but Dio's responded onto when he finds him there with a concussive fire, and it might get a bit ugly from here, because Miro's been brought back up. Now the Riptide coming around to seal the fate. We'll see if it gets used, because ryujehong just speeds himself onto the point to zoom Yannick here, given that healing with the Transcendence.
Wakid getting very close to a Dragon Blade.
That's what happens when he closes the gap against a McCree. He might be a stop.
Point though, still contested here by Shanghai.
Yeah, but dangerous times. They're playing in the close quarters area, and ryujehong's going to get orbs of destruction in. Going to be an attempt for Undeadness to try and get back out towards the point, but ryujehong has found him as well. Dia, man, Ultron's going to try and get in over the top. But the Seoul Dynasty have taken the point, and hence the map. It's now standard 2-0 in this series.
he started it off by 1v1ing Dia when he pulled out his Dragon Blade. Misses the sleep dart, but still hits him. Biotic nade into the second one, taken out.
Wait a minute, he's got the Mercy helping him out the whole
Sure,
time.
yeah, he absolutely does. But still, you wouldn't expect the support line to be able to deal with a Dragon Blade in Genji that much. But that kind of comes from Shanghai Dragons not supporting Dia as well, and it allows Jaehyung to have these moments where he just goes huge, because the game gets a little more scrappy, because Shanghai, although they look improved, are not quite as clinical as some of the other teams that we have in the Overwatch League. They're developing to that kind of level, but that's a playground for Jaehyung.
It's your capacity, but this is a comp I don't really think we've seen much from the Dragons.
Well, for Shanghai, maybe run the Moira here. Okay, no, they're just going to switch off.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
I know.
One day we'll get Symmetra here.
Miss map either.
It's pretty much a 3v6 on the point there for a very long time. It was Dia and both tanks for Shanghai. Dive the way to play. I think, in terms of, trying different things out and then having something to fall back on, I think dive is the thing you should fall back on. I think in Shanghai state, you need to get really good at dive before you experiment with some of the other stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a pretty strong position, and it's a hard one to break. Ideally, the Dragons want to try and draw Toby out of position from healing Jaehyung to healing a main tank. Then they can switch their focus and try and hit the back line. But the rest of the damage is kind of done by his team anyway. Jaehyung in a 1v1 against Dia. He had some help, and he'll clean him up. Have half of the dive potential that he otherwise would. Oh, Jaehyung, you don't want to get caught in there, my friend. Oh, Zephyr to the rescue, though. It's like Lassie in does. Dia finds him, but Miro's instantly resurrected back. Now Seoul Dynasty, they're not going to be brooking any nonsense in this fight. And he's taken down by Undead. He gets 2 quick kills there. Both Wicked and Bunny being out of the picture here. Toby almost has the Valkyrie. He might want to rush for trying to stall. Getting desuited. There are players in position, but I don't think they're just going to burn down so far. Unbelievable! Wow, unbelievable! The final map of this series goes to the Shanghai Dragons.
So here we are, sitting here in Santa Monica, having dinner, because we're all part of the Overwatch League. 2 years ago, none of us really kind of knew this was going to be a thing.
2 years ago, Overwatch came out, and I was like playing games, not going to school. Yeah, my parents didn't want me to do this for a long time, but now my parents are really happy.
So how do you feel now playing on Seoul Dynasty in America?
여기가 미국이긴 한데 뭐라 하지? 한국인들하고 같이 있으니까 그냥 여행 온 느낌? 와서 막 같이 하는 느낌이라서 더 좋은 것 같아요.
Did you think you would be coming to America and you would have thousands of fans?
깜짝 놀랐어요. 그렇게 많은 팬분들을 보고 정말 깜짝 놀랐고 그냥 그 생각뿐이었어요. 그냥 게임으로 인생 성공하겠다 이 생각뿐이었는데 그렇게까지 팬분들이 많을지는 몰랐어요.
Is this a dream?
집 놔두고 이렇게 어딜 가는 것 같아서 씁쓸하긴 했는데 그래도 더 잘 될 거라고 이제 다들 응원해 줬으니까.
Is that really intimidating, or is the challenge kind of exciting?
사실 힘든 게 더 커요. 아니, 영어를 완전 못해서.
Are you studying English right now?
조금씩.
Kukira?
자신 있어? 해봐야지.
Your parents, are they happy for you to be in America? Are they happy for you to be a pro gamer?
꿈이 없어가지고 그랬었는데 이제 이거 하고 싶은 거 하신다고 좋아하고 있어요.
That's huge.
이게 뭐야? 미디엄 레어 맞나?
너무 커.
Didn't we come here because you guys wanted pasta?
We ordered pasta to share and the meat.
22-ounce steak?
We didn't know it was this big.
Let's talk about London, New York. How do you describe their play style?
런던하고 뉴욕은 딱 정해져 있어요. 수비적이고 공격적인 팀.
또 우리는
다 잘하는 팀.
먼치킨, 천천히 먹고 있어? 천천히 왜?
너무 많아요.
이거 다 못 먹는다고?
야, 재형 다 먹을 수 있어? 그게 재형 다 먹었어. 대박. 와우. Monty and I want to thank you for coming out and joining us. There was a lot we wanted to know about you guys. I'm sure the fans did too. And we hope you had a good time. Looking forward to watching you play a lot more in the Overwatch League.
네, 저희도 이런 자리에 있어서 좋았어요? 좋았어. 네, 좋았어.
I have good time.
I had a good time. Yeah. 완벽해. Yeah.
The king, ryujehong.
Yeah, I got the man himself standing right next to me, ryujehong from the Seoul Dynasty. Congratulations on yet another win for you and your team. Now, Shanghai Dragons put up quite a fight on that stage. Looking at their performance, what do you think worked well for them this time around?
상하이 드래곤이 이번 경기에서 되게 잘해주셨는데 어떤 부분에서 잘했다고 생각하시는가요?
상하이 드래곤즈는 일단 위도우를 기용한 전략을 정말 잘 하는 것 같아요. 그거에 저희가 정말 꼼짝 못했습니다.
They were doing well on the Widowmaker strategy. So yeah, that was really good.
All right. Now, I have to ask you, we talked about it on the desk as it happened last week, and I mentioned it again going into this match. You get so many kills when you're playing support. On that Zenyatta, getting more out of it than fled on Widowmaker. Why don't you just play DPS?
플레타 선수가 위도우메이커로 죽인 것보다 유재용 선수가 제냐타로 죽인 게 더 많은데 왜 DPS 안 하시고 이렇게 어떻게 그렇게 하실 수 있었나요?
제냐타는 어떻게 보면 힐러 겸 딜러라서 좀 더 딜러들보다 맘 편히 좀 뭔가를 할 수 있는 것 같아요. 제 생각에. 그런 것 때문에 좀 킬을 많이 한 것 같습니다. 잘 모르겠는데.
I don't really know, but Zenyatta is a healer as well as a dealer, so I'm more comfortable using Zenyatta as a healer and also a dealer. So maybe that's why.
All right, well, ryujehong, never change. We love the way you play on this stage. Can't wait for your next game this very week. Thank you so much, and we're heading back to our desk.
That is our